Hey guys, I'm joined by the beautiful, who you can't see but you'll definitely see in our video interview, and very charming and the very fairly successful for a newcomer, Aymen Saleem. Assalamu alaikum, Aymen.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for such a sweet and kind introduction.
I think you deserve a whole lot more praise for the way that you carry yourself on television. I think that deserves so much more love and appreciation, and I'm glad to see you succeeding. Aymen, tell us about how you've talked about a bit about how you came to acting, but you've also said that you enjoy, when you wake up in the morning, you enjoy the work. So tell me about acting, tell me how you came to it, tell me what you enjoy about it as a professional actor now.
So, like I said when we were talking earlier, that acting honestly was not something that I had planned to do. But I am a plan-oriented person. I usually stick to the plan, but at the same time, I sort of leave myself that margin where I'm also flexible. If there's going to be an opportunity, if there's going to be something that I just feel like doing, I'll act on my instincts as well. I'm not just going to be like, no, I'm Destiny's Child and this is what I need to do. I sort of go with the flow as well, and I feel that's exactly what happened. At a point in my life, I was sort of, I felt that, I want to be a little bit more challenged. I want to do something new. I want to learn something else, I have that urge a lot where I just feel like learning things and then really trying to be good at it.
Yeah.
And exactly at that sort of point in my life, this opportunity came up where I was offered Chupke Chupke, that, if I'd be interested in sort of exploring this.
Yeah.
And because I was at that point in my life, and I kind of also see things as signs, might sound a little weird. So I was like, wait, I was thinking about this, and this is where this is coming, and it's a very good opportunity. And I think I recognized it as an opportunity, and I took it up. I was like, I'll seize it, and I'll work really hard, and let's see what happens. I did not plan on sort of just doing this as a full-time or as not a full-time. I didn't think too much.
And you didn't expect the success that came after it?
No, I didn't, because I'm like that as a person. No matter what I do, I don't really think about the outcome.
Oh.
Of course, everybody wants कि आप जो काम करें, you want that's successful and you do well. Nobody does anything because they want to fail at it. But the way I am as a person, I never think about the outcome. I just think about my input. That I'm going to give my 100% with all sincerity, and I'm going to give more than 100%, and then whatever happens, sort of,
you leave it to God.
I leave it to God, and I'm very satisfied. And if it doesn't work, even that is a sign for me that this is not for me. If I didn't enjoy,
so
even
that's with the
Alhamdulillah,
effort.
I need to be content with the effort. That is my goal. So I was like, I'll take this up. So honestly, it was an opportunity that came my way. And for everybody listening through your platform, I would honestly want to say this to all the youngsters and even other people who are, sometimes not really satisfied with what they're doing, their current job, and which wasn't, by the way, the case with me. I was very, very happy with what I was doing. I just kind of wanted to try something new. So even if that's the case, I feel like just look around. There are always opportunities. I just feel that sometimes you just don't recognize them. Recognize it, seize it, work hard, and you're good to go. And then if you want to do it, that's another option for you.
That's a great life lesson. Tell me about your childhood. You grew up in Dubai. You come from a very prominent family. You're connected to one of Pakistan's icons. Tell me about that. What was it like growing up? I think I remember seeing it or hearing it in an interview that you don't really remember Nazia Hassan as such, or is how big of a part she was of your childhood?
I don't remember Nazia as much because I think I was very little when she passed away. So I actually don't remember her at all. But of course, I've heard stories, and so I know a lot of things.
Of course.
But my interaction with her was obviously, I don't remember any of it. But yeah, I was born in Karachi, and I grew up there. I was studying there, but then I used to move back and forth a lot because I also have family here in Dubai. So Dubai has always been, it was Dubai and Karachi hand in hand. Till I actually moved to the US to work, and then later came back to Dubai to work here as well. Dubai has always been a very important part of my life.
It's about creating that balance also, because you have had that career where it's a complete different like zone from acting. You know, you're a business graduate, I believe, right? So how do you kind of still go back to that? Do you still feel for it as strongly as you feel for acting?
So this is again, I think it's a very important question because I get this a lot. Almost all the interviews I've done, like there's some version of this, and I feel it's very important to stress this also for other people who sort of study something and then sort of venture into something. So let's talk about this, right? What does a business degree in an Ivy League institution teach you, really? If we try to just get to the core of it, it teaches you to develop your critical communication skills, right? It teaches you marketing 101, which is knowing your audience. That's what it is essentially. Teaches you finance, investment, which is basically just knowing how the world goes round. Right. Teaches you how to unlock your inner entrepreneur. Which is how you leave a mark onto the world. Right. So technically, these skills are just core skills that you need as a person. It's not necessary that like I have studied XYZ, so I need to do a job in that sector to sort of validate that this is my degree and now I'm doing investment banking. I did that. I studied finance and strategic management from a business school, and I did investment banking. And then I did strategic consulting, and I was consulting governments here in Dubai. I was working with all the ministries. So, but that kind of skill set and that knowledge goes with me wherever I go. So as an actress, if people think that, oh my God, like I'm not using that, they're so mistaken. Then they don't really understand what education is. Hence, I feel that it's really important. Like right now, me talking to you, knowing the kind of audience that's listening to me, what to say. Also project management. You need that skill for anything. That's what a business school teaches you as well.
Absolutely.
So in fact, using this question, I would like to urge and I would like to tell everybody who's listening that education is key. Study whatever you want to study. You don't have to get a business degree. Study whatever you want to study and then do whatever you want to do with it. But that kind of setting and that kind of core value system that education gives you, that gives you this confidence, which is why I feel, at least for me, if anybody says, you know, you're successful or you talk well, you carry, everything that I do or I will do in life, I feel it's credited to confidence. And I think that's the only thing you need to succeed in life. Hard work and confidence. You fake it till you make it.
Amazing.
Simple.
Aymen, you've become a hit with Arsalan Nasir, and everybody I'm sure must ask you about that as well. Is it something that you guys created? Did you expect the kind of magic to come out of it? What do you think is the key here? What can other actors do to replicate the chemistry?
I have no idea actually. Probably that's not the answer that you expect or want. But honestly, like I feel it was very organic. There was no plan. Nothing at all actually. We didn't expect it. Yeah, I mean, chupke we did. We would, if I'm being completely honest, during chupke we would barely even speak to each other. I mean, of course, we were cordial, but I mean, we would come to the set, we would do our scenes together. Are you more friendly now? Of course, we're a lot, because we've worked on chupke and then we did another drama together, Paristan, which is still on air. So, of course, like, we've become better friends, but during chupke we would barely speak to each other. We would come, do our scenes and leave, and we'd be like, "Ye kaun si chemistry dikh rahi hai? What to do this? See, great, if it's working." But I feel like, I'll also add, I feel like both of us are intelligent actors, and both of us give each other room to do their scene. So a scene that is meant for me, he'll never try to steal my thunder in that scene, which I feel a lot of people might do. Again, this is just if you really want an answer. So he lets me perform when it's my scene, and when it's his scene, I let him perform. We don't try to overshadow each other or sort of outdo each other, outperform. I feel that's why maybe our scenes have that sort of effect where we give each other the room to perform, and it's very sincere. Like, you know, it's not like, "Acha, is scene mein tumhe cheekhna hai, to main upar se cheekhungi," you know, so that like ye na lage ki main acting nahi kar rahi. We don't do that. When it's his scene, we discuss. We're like, "This is your scene, so this is how I am. go steal the show.
Go steal the show, yeah.
Vice versa. He gives me that room as well. I feel that kind of like sincerity and honesty in our performances is what probably clicks.
Is there any actor that you look forward to seeing them on screen? It could be anybody from the world. When you look at it and you think, hey, this is the kind of filmography they've had, or the kind of roles they've done, or the range they have, that's something I would want.
Honestly, I really like the trajectory and the choices of characters, roles in films that Alia Bhatt from India, she has done. I feel when I saw her first movie till like now, the last movie, there's so much growth. Of course, now it's been a decade. Like she's been around 10 years, so that's a lot of time. But even then, I feel like from her choices are very, very smart from the beginning. And even when I was not an actress, I would still look at those and I'd be like, she's very clever. She's picking the right choice, picking the right project. She's showing different sides of her character. She's doing the glam role, and then she's doing something like Highway. So I respect that, and I ideally would want to sort of not replicate. I think everybody has their own journey, and I feel like that's important. To stay true to what you want to do, but that's something that I feel like people should learn from, that versatility and just like the diverse selection that she has. I think that's really commendable.
What's on your agenda now? Where do you wanna go from here?
I mean, I just feel this is step one.
Yeah.
Literally, this is just step one.
I've just
started.
Are you the kind of person who like sets goals and I'm going to do this in 5 years and do this in 6 years?
So I am goal oriented, but overall, not. I don't make a lot of short term goals. I go with the flow a lot as well, because I feel like as you grow older, you realize that ultimately, you know, you can plan all you want.
Life has different plans.
So if you're flexible, I think you are able to get more out of it than if you're rigid, because I used to be very rigid. And I feel like when you learn to accept and you sort of embrace change, because change is the only thing that's actually constant, right? So I feel like you're smarter if you sort of accept that. So I don't have like short-term goals, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. Next, I have long-term plans, lots of them. As of now, I just want to sort of learn and get better with my craft and do different kinds of roles where I can challenge myself, show different shades of my sort of acting. Basically, that.
Would you go for something like Urta Punjab, which Alia did, or a Highway? Would you go for a role like that?
I would love to.
Yeah?
I would love to. Actually, currently, as we speak, I'm considering something very, very different.
De-glamorized and...
Totally de-glamorized. Yeah. I've just been offered something and I'm considering it, and I'm I'm reading the script right now. It's a very different role. I mean, obviously, I haven't done a lot of projects, but I don't think anyone has done something like that yet.
That sounds very, very exciting.
So I'm excited. Yeah. So yeah, the goal is to sort of do different things and excite myself, because I get bored very easily as well.
Is acting the kind of thing you'd want to do until you're 100? Or is it something that you, like you said, you want to change with time, and maybe 10 years down the line you don't feel the same way?
I don't know.
You don't want to put a stopper in it.
I can't answer that, because I don't know how I will feel moving forward. And like I said, like change is constant, so I want to be open to whatever
different
new thing I feel like doing, whether it's sticking to this, whether it's doing something else. But I'm here to stay for sure. I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it. So far so good, but I don't know. You never say never to anything, right?
Is there anything you'd want to say to people who are listening to you, aspiring actresses, or girls who want to come into the industry, being a strong female role model that you are, and like you said in our other interview as well, that you want to see people like yourself represented on screen. So is there anything you'd want to say to them?
Honestly, to young actors or to actresses,
young women in general,
women in general, right? Who honestly, like apart from acting and the industry, I would want to say this to women in general, that sort of you can be whoever you want to be, and do what excites you. I mean, I also do understand that not everyone has the luxury to pick and choose what they can do, but I would say that always just try to challenge yourself, learn new things, be open. And I can't stress this enough, but there are always opportunities, no matter what you're doing, where you're at, whether you're sitting at like in an office and you want to do something else, there are always opportunities that knock on your door. Just be smart enough to sort of recognize them and just seize it. You don't get them again and again. When you get them, recognize it, seize it, and take a leap of faith and work really hard. Honestly, if you work really, really hard, you can do anything, you can learn anything, and you can be the best at anything.
And you'll get somewhere. You'll get somewhere in life.
Of course, be happy.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
Thank you so much, Aymen. God bless you, and we wish you best of luck with your upcoming ventures. We hope to see you until you are 100 on the screen.
Thank you so much.
Shining bright.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.